Right, I'll tell you where I left off. Right. So the Hollywood agents, all the top Hollywood agencies, right? All the top Hollywood agencies, all right? The top ones and the what? The lower ones, obviously. The lower ones, I'll say this, lower ones, for the biggest actors, they're all what? They're all gonna what? Desperately what? Tell their clients, obviously, to what? To network with those chosen actors, obviously. To network with those chosen actors for xanus and what? And my 7 team, obviously. That's how crazy it's gonna be, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. My marker's running out here. I have to change my marker. Right. That's how crazy it's gonna be with what? Let's try blue. Sea bear blue. That's how crazy it's gonna be. What? You can see that better. That's how crazy it's gonna be with what? With the what? That's how crazy it's gonna be with what? With what? With the Hollywood actors, agents, obviously. Right? Yeah. So for this video, I don't know. I'll talk about Sky Source. I said I was gonna talk about the 40s of Xanus, but I'm gonna change the subject. I'll talk about Sky Source because I already made a video about the 40s of Xanus. I'm just gonna talk about why Sky Source company, obviously. Right. So all the top agencies, the lower ones. So I'm gonna say this. So all what? I'll do this. When what? When me and my wife start Sky Source, obviously. All what? All the Hollywood agencies. So even the B-list actors agencies are going to be in my database because I can easily be evil and only have the top actors agencies be my database. But the B-list actors, even their agencies are going to be in my database. Obviously, that way their agents know. Obviously, so when your wife starts Sky, so all the Hollywood agencies from what? From the top ones to the what? To the lower ranked ones, obviously. Right? They will what? They will be in what? The Sky Source database, obviously. So they're going to be registered in my database. They will be in the Sky Source database and vice versa, obviously. And vice versa. So Sky Source will be in their database. That way they know when my secretaries put out casting calls, their agents know, obviously. And they're going to be in the Sky Source database. That way me and my wife know have all the actors' information, all that stuff. Whenever an actor sends his reel, I want the name of his agency and I want his number, his agent's phone number, obviously, and the actor's name, the actor's name. When me and my wife start Sky Source, all the Hollywood agencies from the top ones, obviously, to the lower ranked ones, they will be in the Sky Source database and vice versa, obviously. Hence, when my secretaries pull out the ads, the casting calls, all the agents know, obviously. All the agents what? Will be aware of the casting calls. Right? And the agencies are all going to what? The top Hollywood agencies and the lower ones, obviously, they're all going to what? They're all desperately, they will all what? They will what? They will desperately tell their clients, their actors, obviously, to network with these actors, with the what? With those chosen actors. I always forget the right stuff. With those chosen actors for Xanus and my 7 team. They're also going to try and network with my 7 team. There's a good chance my 7 team They're going to get invited to speak. They're going to get invited to speak and all, so there's a good chance they might run into some Hollywood actors. But the main people they're going to try and network with are the actors chosen for xanus, because all of them live in Los Angeles. So all the top Hollywood agencies and the top Hollywood agencies and the lower ones, obviously, they will desperately tell their clients to network with these chosen actors for xanus. My 17. That's how crazy it's going to be with the Hollywood actors agents, obviously. They're going to be like, hey man, I recommend you do whatever you can to try and get into IMDb's movies. IMDb's movies is a success. It's going to launch your career, especially for the B-list actors. B-list actors or agents are going to desperately try and tell their clients to network with what? With the chosen Hollywood actors for xanus, obviously. Whereas the top A-list actors are already big in Hollywood, but their agents also want to get their client work in my movie, obviously. Because being in Ivan's VJ's movie is a huge opportunity, and it's a dream come true, obviously. Right? So Me and My Wife starts, guys, with all the Hollywood agencies from top ones to the lower ranked ones. They will be in the Sky Source database and vice versa. And it's all the agents will be aware of the casting calls, obviously. That way they know. Right? And all the top Hollywood agencies, the lower ones, they will desperately tell their clients, or the Hollywood actors, to network with those chosen actors for xanus on my 17. That's how crazy it's going to be with the Hollywood agents. It's going to be fucking crazy. And that's how what? That's how boss, Ivan and VJ will be, man. We're going to be fucking boss, man. We're going to be the big boss. Big boss. Big boss. Ivan and VJ. Right? So Ivan and VJ are what? Are the cream of the crop, obviously. The cream of the crop in the acting world, obviously. Doesn't get any better than that. Whereas everyone else are all what? They're all under them, obviously. They're all under them. Hence why even the top A-list actors are going to desperately try and network with these chosen Hollywood actors, because Ivan and VJ are now the main show. And these guys are all what? They're now what? The top actors are the side attention now. Hence why they're going to try and desperately be in West movie, because being famous without Ivan and VJ feels worthless and meaningless. So I hope you guys get an idea what I'm talking about here. I hope you can see the board wall. So let me reiterate. So Ivan and VJ will be the big boss. They're the main show. The cream of the crop doesn't get any bigger than them, and everyone else are under them. And the top actors are now the side tension, and all the top Hollywood agents. When I mean top Hollywood agents, even like the big Hollywood agents who represent the big Hollywood actors, even they will desperately tell their clients. Like the top Hollywood agents don't struggle getting their clients work, obviously. When it comes to my movie, even then they're going to desperately try and tell their clients to desperately network with these chosen actors for xanus, obviously. All the top Hollywood agencies and the lower ones, they will desperately tell their clients to network with those chosen actors for xanus on my 17, because it doesn't get any bigger than Ivan and VJ. It's Ivan and VJ are the main show and the cream of the crop, as well as it will launch your career. Well, the top A actors they're already big in Hollywood, so for them they're just going to make more money in Hollywood. But it's going to launch the B-listers' career and the rising stars' career, obviously. Hence why the agencies are desperate. The agents are desperately going to tell these actors to try and network with the lucky chosen actors for xanus. Those actors chosen for xanus are not going to give word, because Hollywood is a competitive business, obviously. So the top Hollywood agencies and the lower ones, they will desperately tell their clients to network with these chosen Hollywood actors for xanus on my 17. That's how crazy it will be with the Hollywood actors agents. And when Me and My Wife starts Sky Source, all the Hollywood agencies from the top ones to the lower ranked ones, they will be in the Sky Source database and vice versa. And all the agents will be what? Will be aware of the casting calls for reals, obviously. You're looking at something fucking crazy for the network. Right? I'll say this. Every Hollywood actor's dream is to what? Be an A-list actor, obviously. But the ultimate dream what? Is to be, in an Ivan and VJ Sky Source movie, obviously. That's their ultimate goal, obviously. Because it doesn't get any bigger than Ivan and VJ. Right? That's every actor's what? Every actor's dream, obviously, is to be in what? Right? Hollywood actor. Every actor's dream is what? Every actor's dream, every Hollywood actor's dream is to be an A-list actor, obviously. But the ultimate dream is what? I'll say ultimate dream here. Ultimate dream is what? To be in an Ivan and VJ Skystripes movie. So even though every Hollywood actor's dream is to be an A-list actor, the highlight ultimate dream is to be cast in an Ivan and VJ Skystripes what? Skystripes movie, obviously. That's their ultimate dream, obviously. So right now, their dream is all these B-listers and rising stars. Their dream is to obviously be in what? An A-list actor, obviously. But once I start Skystripes, their ultimate dream will be what? To be in me and White's movie. Even the top A-list actors, their ultimate, even though they've already achieved their goal, their ultimate dream is to be in an Ivan and VJ's movie. As there's nothing cool than acting in a movie with Ivan and VJ. As it doesn't get any bigger than Ivan and VJ. That's how what? Hence why what? Hence why they will what? They will what? They will all desperately network, obviously. Just like the B-list actors desperately network with the A-list actors to have them give word. When I start, me and White start Skystripes, all what? Hence why what? All the Hollywood actors, they will what? They will all desperately try and network with what? With the lucky chosen actors, obviously. You're looking at something fucking crazy, man. You're looking at something crazy. You're looking at something fucking crazy. I'll say this. Fucking crazy. You're looking at something fucking crazy. As these actors will be, these Hollywood actors will be what? Actors will be very desperate, obviously. That's how bad they want to be in this movie. Because there's nothing bigger than Ivan and VJ. It's going to launch their career, especially the biggest actors. It's going to launch their career. At the same time, Skystripes is much better than Hollywood. They want to be saved, obviously. That's the main reason. The main reason they want to be in my movie is they want to be saved, obviously. And Skystripes is better than Hollywood. At the same time, it doesn't hurt that will launch your career. And hence, being in Ivan and VJ's movie is fucking cool. As experience of fame and wealth and successful, Ivan and VJ is fucking cool. Nothing cooler than that. Worldwide fame. Unheard of fame like you've ever seen before. Hence why these Hollywood actors will be what? Will be very desperate, obviously. Right. And hence why all the Hollywood actors will desperately try and network with the lucky what? The lucky chosen actors, obviously. And you're looking at something fucking crazy in Hollywood. You're looking at something fucking crazy. The agents are going to tell, even the top agents who don't struggle getting their actors big budget movie roles, even those agents are going to desperately tell those actors, their clients, hey man, try to network with those what? With those lucky chosen actors, or you can strengthen your chances of being in Ivan and VJ's movie. There's nothing bigger than Ivan and VJ. Hence, that's their ultimate dream, is to be in a Skystripes Ivan and VJ movie. Their dream is to be an A-list actor, obviously, but their ultimate dream is to be in an Ivan and VJ Skystripes movie. As there's nothing bigger than Ivan and VJ. Yeah. You know what I'm saying here? I'm going to say this. Why did VJ make that bang on your Nissan? I'm going to talk about this. Why did VJ make that beggin on your Nissan? I'll give you my reasons, okay? I figured out the puzzle pieces. Reasons. Right? First reason. The first reason is what? The world will be what? Left behind, abandoned from what? From God's glory, obviously. Hence what? They will beg for forgiveness, obviously. But it's too late. You kill an innocent man, cause an innocent life, and you choose not to talk with the public eye. So the world will be left behind, abandoned from God's glory, hence they will what? Beg for forgiveness, obviously. But it's too late. Obviously, right? They're going to beg for forgiveness. But it is too late. As you already made your choice. You chose to cause a mess in my life. You chose to kill me, and you also chose to what? You chose to touch my wife when I put a rule, do not touch my wife. And you touched her knowing I have to die, and so I have to suffer death, and I have to deal with the horror mess with the rest of my life. My wife has to deal with the horror mess with me for the rest of my life. At the same time, you choose not to, you're selfish, and you choose not to talk with one in the public eye. And it's what? You're left out when you were king, queen, and you will beg for forgiveness, obviously. The world will beg for forgiveness. The world will be left behind, abandoned from God's glory, hence it will beg for forgiveness, but it is too late, obviously. The second reason is what? All the what? The Hollywood actors will what? Desperately try and what? And network with the lucky chosen actors. Lucky chosen actors for xanus. Right. Hence, in other words, all those actors in Hollywood who brush VJ aside, all those actors in Hollywood who brush VJ aside, the powerful women Hollywood actors, the ones who were A-listers, the ones who brushed VJ aside, who thought they were so big, obviously. Now VJ is a boss with me. VJ is a boss with me now. She's funding her own. What? Hundreds of big budget movies. She's the executive producer for our movies, and all those Hollywood women actors are desperately begging what? These what? Right? They'll desperately beg, obviously, right? When I mean beg, they're gonna beg like, please, man, like, can you give Ida music a word about me? I really want to be in this movie. They're gonna desperately beg, man, because they want to be in my movie so bad, obviously. So all the Hollywood actors will desperately beg, try and network with the lucky chosen actors for xanus. That's how bad it's gonna be, right? The third reason, what? I'll say this: the lucky chosen actors, once filming is finished, they will all beg me and wife to sign them. And my wife to resign them, obviously. That's how crazy it's gonna be. Right? So why did VJ make the beg on your knees song? The first reason, the world will be left behind, they're gonna get what they deserve. They're gonna be abandoned from God's glory, hence they will beg for forgiveness, but it's too late, obviously. I'm not kidding around. It's gonna be so bad that when me and my wife are hanging outside and we're experiencing that fame, some people will be like, Ivan, BJ, forgive me, but it's too late. You caused that mess, you killed an innocent man, you choose not to talk about me more in the public eye. Hence, the judgment of God is set upon the world, obviously. The judgment of God is set, man. In other words, because you punished me by having me pay a price to be my wife and having me die to be my wife, once I'm king and wife, who mean the world's punished and they're left behind and abandoned from God's glory, obviously. Hence, they get what they deserve, obviously. So the first reason, the world will be left behind. They're gonna what? They're gonna witness the judgment of God, obviously, as the judgment of God said. So the world will be left behind, abandoned from God's glory. Hence, they will beg for forgiveness, but it's too late, obviously. The second reason is all the Hollywood actors will desperately beg and try and network with the lucky chosen actors for xanus. That's how crazy it's gonna be. Even the top agents who represent the big actors like Will Smith and Keanu Reeves, even those agents are going to tell Keanu Reeves and Will Smith, hey, try and network with those lucky chosen actors for xanus to try their chances of being in Ivan BJ's movie. That's how crazy it's going to be, man. The third reason is it doesn't get any bigger than Ivan BJ, right? The third reason is the lucky chosen actors, once filming is finished, they will all beg me and White to resign him. Listen to me crazy. They will all what? You'll all beg. They're all gonna beg what? They're all gonna beg. What? They're all gonna beg their asses off, man. Like, Ivan, please, man. Some of them even cry, man. They're all gonna pay their asses off For what? For me and my wife to be signing them. Even guys like Keanu Reeves, Tom Hanks, Will Smith, even those guys, if they're in my movie, after filming is complete, even those guys are going to beg because they don't want to be left behind. They want to be saved. Even though they know they're going to be successful in Hollywood, they know their movies are a side tension. They know that moving away from the main show, it doesn't get any better than Ivan and VJ and Sky Source. They also know Sky Source is better than Hollywood, obviously. And they don't want to be left behind. They want to be saved. Honestly. They're all going to beg their asses off for me and my wife to resign it. That's how crazy to me, man. Just beg so much, some of them might even cry, man. That's how what? That's how special what? Me and my wife are obviously what? We're obviously special. We're special people. Because we're God. We're so special that even these Hollywood actors, knowing they're going to have such a career in Hollywood, they just experienced that unheard of international fame all around the world. They experienced that unheard of international fame all around the world, right? Hence, once I ended off once they experienced that buzz, they got paid a shitload of money, obviously. They were spoiled. With luxury buffet, 35 Gascar, flew my private jet, party off my yacht, my rooftop condo, lounge. You know what I'm saying? Get sponsored with clothing, training wear for horse, tackle, and weight training, get sponsored with state-of-the-art gym, all that stuff. Once they experience that success, wealth, and fame with I and VJ, you know what I'm saying, they're part of the buzz where they get interviewed all around the world or all around America when post-production is taking place. And once post-production is finished, I ended off with luxury hotel party, the 2-day luxury hotel party, and the red carpet. All the lucky chosen actors are all going to beg their asses off. Some of them might even cry. They're going to beg their asses off, obviously, for me and my wife to resign them. So these are the reasons why VJ made this Beg on Your Knees song. The world will be left behind and abandoned from God's glory, hence it will beg for forgiveness, but it's too late, and hence the world is getting what they deserve, obviously, by being left behind. All the Hollywood actors will desperately beg and try and network with lucky chosen actors for saying this. Even guys like Will Smith, Keanu Reeves, Chris Pratt, Tom Hiddleston, Ian McGregor, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Gosling, you know what I'm saying, Chris Hemsworth, Samuel Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt. Even those actors are desperately going to try and network with what? The lucky chosen actors for saying. They're going to try and even network with the B-list actors. That's how desperate they're going to be, man. And A-list actors never network with B-list actors because they have better connections than them. But because those actors are in my movie, now they're desperately even begging these B-list actors, these nobody B-list actors, if they can give IMJ a word. That's how desperate they're going to be, yeah, man. Right? And the third reason is the lucky chosen actors, once filming is finished, they will all beg me and wife to resign them because me and wife are special, and they're going to beg so much they might even cry because they were saved. Obviously, they were saved. They know what it feels like to be saved. They know what it feels like to be in Ivan VJ's presence and experience the international, unheard of fame. The whole world going crazy about the movie. Because I'm releasing my movies in subtitles also, so you not only have the English-speaking world, you have the foreign world like China, Japan, South Korea, Mexico, releasing in Spanish, Russia. You're looking at worldwide fame, all of Europe, all of Switzerland going crazy about the movie, all of North America. They just experience that unheard of fame, and they know, even though they know they're going to be successful in Hollywood, they know that once they're in Hollywood, they're going to feel left out and left behind because Ivan VJ is the main show and their movies are the side tension. I don't know, a good 20 to 30 million people are tuning into their movies. And a good what? The whole world's tuning into IVJ's movie. You still feel like shit, obviously. You still feel like shit. Hence why they're going to beg their fucking asses off for me and watch me sign because they were saved. And some of them might even cry. That's how special me and my wife are. Obviously. 23 minutes. Right? Right? I'm going to say this. I'll give you a good illustration here, okay? So lucky chosen actors, once they're in Hollywood, obviously, once they're in Hollywood, so I'll say the lucky chosen here. Lucky chosen actors. Once they're in Hollywood, I don't know, a good 20, I don't know, if they're doing a movie by themselves, you're looking at a good, I don't know, 20 to like 40 million people tuning in around there. I don't know, 20 to 30 million people tuning in. Right. Chances are if they do a movie on their own, their movie will do like $300 million or $400 million if they do a movie on their own. Or if they're an ensemble, you're looking at a $700 million to $1 billion franchise because they're remembered, obviously. Their movies are going to be doing probably they probably have a good 20 to 30 million people tuning in, obviously. Right, so you're probably looking at a $400 million movie, which is considered a hit, obviously. Dollar movie. If I'll say this, if they are what? If they are doing a movie by themselves, honestly. Right? Whereas Ivan and VJ, right? Ivan and VJ, the whole world, the whole world, the whole world is tuning in. Right? So even though these guys are successful, they are still what? They're still the side attention, obviously. Hence, they feel what? Left out. There's still side attention, whereas Ivan and VJ are the main show. It's because they're the main show, because they're not saved, obviously. Because they're not saved, they're no longer saved. When me and Mike did the organization movie, they're also cut off. They're now cut off, obviously. Hence, they feel what? They feel left behind. See what I'm saying here? So even though these actors, the lucky chosen actors for xanus, obviously, right? Lucky chosen actors for xanus, they were right. Once they're in Hollywood, a good, I don't know, 20, 30 million people are tuning in. You're probably looking at a $400 million movie. These actors are. So the actors are now able to sell their movies well. That's $400 million is considered a huge hit, obviously, in Hollywood. So if they do a $60 million budget movie and the movie does $400 million, they're now what? They can sell their movies well now because they're forever remembered. They're successful, obviously, but because they're not saved, and Ivan and VJ are the main show, and the whole world is tuning in, what? To the organizational movie, obviously. Say that. And these actors are no longer saved. They're cut off from Ivan and VJ's glory. They now what? They now feel left out, obviously. Which is a shitty feeling, obviously. See what I'm saying here? So even though these actors are successful, they have a good, I don't know, 20, 30 million people tuning into their movies. And even if their movie does $400 million on their own, the chosen actors, if they do a movie by themselves, their movies will probably do like $300 to like $400 million, $500 million around there, $400 million. Whereas if they're an ensemble with like, if you have a bunch of same actors in the same movie, you're looking at a $600 million to $1 billion movie because you have a xanus reunion going on. Obviously, there's a good chance Hollywood will do that. I guarantee you, Hollywood will have all of them in the same movie. A lot of the actors in the same movie to build more buzz for the movie. You're looking at a $600 to $1 billion movie for that. Whereas if they do a movie by themselves, they'll probably do like $300, $400 million, which is still fucking good, obviously. But even then, even when they're successful, obviously, when Ivan and VJ start the organization movie, they're the main show and the whole world is tuning into that. And even though they have 30 million people tuning into the movie, and the movie does $450 million, $500 million, $400 million, $300 million, or it does $600 million or $1 billion if they're doing an ensemble, even then they're still gonna feel like shit as only what? I don't know, 60 million tune into that big ensemble movie, and the whole world's tuning into Iron Media's organization movie, and they're the main show. Whereas those lucky chosen Hollywood actors are the side tension. Even though they're successful in Hollywood, they're side tension, and they're not saved. They're cut off from Iron Media's glory now. They're not saved. Hence, they will now feel left out, which is a shitty feeling. Hence, why they're gonna beg their fucking asses off, because that's how special my wife are. Obviously, see what I'm saying here? Right? I'm going to say this. The actors chosen for xanus will be the most successful out of all the chosen actors for my what? My 5 movies. I'll give you my reasons why. Okay. I know. I don't. I can't predict the future, but I guarantee you, all the actors chosen for Xanus will be the most successful out of all the chosen actors for my 5 movies. Just want to count over here.